Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gamer Grudge.
No one wouldn't actually used Pinterest.
I deleted it a while ago because it's such a time waster. I'm like, nope, can't have this on my phone.
You say time waster, I say inspiration galore.
Guys, what's up, guys? I didn't think I would be the one doing this, but welcome to another episode. Why is it not on me? Why is it not on me? Why is it not?
I don't know. Put it in gallery view.
No, not yet. Here we go. Well.
Nope.
Did you break it?
Mm-hmm.
No, I did not.
Probably.
What the hell? What the fuck?
You're not even there. That's sad.
Okay, I'm here. Welcome to another episode of Gamer Grudge, people. We are back, people. We are finally live after a week hiatus. We apologize for what happened last week. Discord, not Discord. What was it? OBS Studios didn't want to work with us, and we're back, people. Woo! We are live finally. After some weeks of preparation, we thought we weren't never going to get this episode down, but we finally got this episode going. So guys, I'm back in my judge seat. I got a different hat. I got to wear something, so I'm still looking for it. So sadly, I'm still looking for it. But today we got as I said, we got one former champ, one vet, and one new fighter. But before we start, we got to start with the people that help work with Gamer Grudge. And one of those people is the co-owner of the Game Fixers, and she actually does everything around the Game Fixers network. And without her, we probably would be going insane, just like G15. Angie!
Hi, guys. That was quite the introduction.
That was a long
A
introduction.
little winded.
I was trying my best here. I'm sorry.
Angie, why are you posting videos of your feathery notebook?
Because it's beautiful. Look at it.
Oh, I want that. Dude, where'd you get that?
The dollar store. The pages are just like clear, like completely white. It's not like lined or anything.
Right.
Like a little sketch.
And also besides Angie, he is also a sort of owner of the Game Fixers. He runs our SoundCloud, and sometimes shut the fuck up, Zach.
Let's dispense. We don't run things. Things happen, and then we put them in different buckets.
I told you shut the fuck up, Zach.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I find it hard to argue with a lot of his points.
Yeah.
There's a reason I was also a former
champ.
Exactly. Fuck you for that too, Zach. Now let's get to the victims. So funny that all these fighters work with the Game Fixers. Starting with the former champ. He is also a co-host. He runs his own podcast with Tom Road Raider. I'm still wondering why you ain't Tom. I'm still wondering why the fuck you're not coming back on Gamer Grudge. You're sitting there tired. You need to come back. Anyway, and he also is a co-host on Binge Watch. I had to get the name in my. Yes, people, I forgot the name. Ryan.
What's good, everybody? What's good? All
right. And next, we have to go with the vet. She is a regular on the show. She is also one of the co-hosts of GF15, who will be sadly leaving for the military, but she'll be back soon, people.
Only 3.5 months.
Yeah. Cat.
Hi.
And last but certainly not least, he's literally one of the minds of our channel, and he will also be doing a future show called After Grudge, Mr. Nightpack.
Hello.
Yay.
All right, so before we start this show, we need to go over the rules. Because if we don't go over the rules, well, there will be fucking chaos. So, right now,
When is that stop things?
Yeah, there's
don't
always
know.
fucking chaos.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, y'all know the rules.
Chaos is in Mac's middle name.
Exactly, Mac Chaos Pool. What we're gonna do is I don't have that the fighters cannot see the rules, but I think Angie got something that she can see the rules. You got something you can see. You got.
Hold on. I gotta find it again.
Okay, I'm gonna post the rules up.
she
Found them.
All right, the rules are as follows. Here's the rules.
Load.
I don't think that's a rule.
Okay. The rules are there are 4 rounds with 1 question per round. The point is awarded to the fighter with the best argument. The 2 fighters with the most points will advance to PvP. In the event of a tie, a tiebreaker round will commence in the form of quick bait and grudge quiz.
And we're going to do the phases.
The phases. All right. There are 5 phases, folks. The first phase is your introduction, where you guys simply state your answer, nothing more. Phase 2, you guys have 3 minutes for your declaration, where you guys make your argument. Phase 3 is the grudge. You guys have 5 minutes to tear each other's arguments apart, and we want to see blood. Phase 4, it is the last minute. You guys have 1 minute to answer whatever question the judge asks, so then you can make your points better. Phase 5 is the cleanup, where we do our fact checking and we reveal our verdict.
Okay. Damn. I just now noticed something. I do not have a fucking bell in here, so y'all will probably be happy.
Oh, thank God.
Wait a minute. I might have one. Come on. Please.
Don't do it. No, don't
Yes.
do it.
Yes.
No, don't do it. No, don't do it.
See, now, Mac, you already missed out. You go, ding, and then you're done.
Yes.
Someone take his bell.
No.
Mac, I'm just double checking for sure, because I don't think you saw my message. Are we actually recording?
Oh, we are.
Okay, because I didn't see the little icon like we usually do, so I was just making sure.
No. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're actually live right now on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to record, you can. Like I said, here we go. Sorry about that, people. We're actually live on YouTube. We have been rough. It's been rough for us. Sorry about that. So with that said, people, are you ready? Are you ready to grudge?
Yes.
Maybe.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, well, let's play this sick ass montage for everybody to see except us.
Awesome.
Oh, you know. Stretching.
Oh, I got stretch.
We can't see you. How would we even know?
Point.
You
Trust me.
I would never lie to you.
Then you're not going to make it far again.
I'm allowed to lie?
Yes, 100%.
Let us be
I
lying.
have lied through entire shows.
I'm going to change my strategy. I don't have to be a good boy anymore.
All right, guys, with the banter already done and I having a bell, we will go to question numero uno as soon as I get my
As soon as he's actually ready.
Mhm.
Ew. And question number 1, where is that? Question number 1 is, what is the best mainline Final Fantasy game? So I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. We'll start with Cat. Then we're gonna go with Nightpack, and then we're gonna go with Ryan.
Okay, well, you're telling me about something
Oh,
about a
yeah.
month. Yeah. So
There we go.
like,
The monkey's paw.
yeah.
Okay, so this is what's gonna happen, you people. So Cat does not. So Cat seriously, Cat did not know anything about Final Fantasy.
Never played it in my life.
My knowledge is also very limited.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put my bet on Zach then.
No. Zach is not fighting.
Oh, Ryan. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure he won anyways.
Well,
Ryan. I meant Ryan.
So Cat's riding with me. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the event, if Ryan wins, that means Cat get a point. But if Ryan loses, Cat doesn't get a 0. Ryan will get 0, and Night Pack will be 1 ahead. So Night Pack, gotta win this to
Watch me struggle.
All right, so let's go ahead with so now that we got that out the way, we know the rules of said Monkey's Paw. Now we're gonna go with Night Pack. What is your answer?
My answer was Final Fantasy 15.
Ooh. Stand by me. Okay. Brian.
Yes.
Final Fantasy 7. Let me just say I'm happy we don't have to argue against an online Final Fantasy. That would have been a travesty. When I saw that answer, I was like, they aren't trying.
Final Fantasy 15 comrades. I wouldn't know it's never worked.
Well, I mean, 14 is still going on.
Point.
Still not very good.
And how many times has 7 started and stopped?
I think it's about to have its remake come out this year, so I'm happy.
That's what we all think.
But when is the Final Fantasy?
When the sun explodes. They'll keep making these games forever.
Oh, okay. Night Pack, give us your declaration right now.
Okay, so the reason why I feel Final Fantasy 15 with my very, very limited knowledge is the simplicity of combat, the ability to quickly just move from one weapon to the next, combo skills with your partners, cast spells on the fly, and just the general freedom of movement rather than the standard, you take your turn, I take my turn. That's really all I got.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah, that's all I got. My knowledge is very limited.
All right. Ryan.
So when you think of Final Fantasy as a series, what comes to mind generally is over-the-top plots, the role-playing, turn-based action. Those are inbred in the soul of what Final Fantasy is. To where Final Fantasy 15 was such a departure from that, it was a shell shock for a lot of people like myself who've been playing for a long time. So it has me go back to the game that started all for me. Final Fantasy 7 was my introduction into the series, like a lot of people. I remember watching it because I was, 7 when it came out. So I was watching my older cousin play it, and I was hooked. It has a great story that has actual character development and plot. The gameplay is fun. It's something that pulls you in. And it's the game that, since its release, every Final Fantasy after that seems to try to copy it in some way, shape, or form. And it's a pale comparison. It's so popular that despite the massive delays, its remake is finally getting released and is probably one of the most hyped releases of the year. A game that is very old, its remake is the biggest thing to happen in 2020 in gaming. So I think there's so much about Final Fantasy VII that lets it stand on its own, makes it stand apart from every other release, and is something that will forever be celebrated. That's it for my declaration.
All right, guys. We have heard so much from Angie, and we've heard so much from the fans that you want that you want gallery mode. So to put this to rest, people, we are going to put the Grudge on gallery mode. So now we're going to switch the gallery mode to Grudge, and once I ring the bell, you may start. Kat, remember, you don't get the word in this. You shut up. And Ryan, once I ring the bell, you may start. Starting now.
My puppy doesn't like that.
So Final Fantasy 15 is a fine game, but it's not really a game that compels you to play it again, to experience it again. Me and my wife, I beat it, my wife beat it, and then we haven't went back to it. And even though we have the DLC that came out afterwards, we weren't compelled to come back to it. I agree with you. It's simple. It's too simple. It doesn't reward players who spend a lot of time with it. That's probably one of my big issues. I want to let you talk now. I don't like to take up all the time.
Honestly, I know very little about Final Fantasy.
Mac, you should have found fighters who had a background in Final Fantasy.
Mac.
I do feel that the generalized turn-based strategies might be a bit stale by now. Like, I like turn-based things myself, but Final Fantasy seems a bit played out in the older terms.
I could understand the idea that maybe it's played out, but it goes from being played out for turn-based to, in 15, something totally different, which is just a standard action, and a standard action game. Like, it just loses the specialness of it. Like, there's something great about the turn-based thing, and that Final Fantasy did really well. Like, there's so many games out there that have turn-based action that aren't very good, while Final Fantasy VII is still good, despite all that time. It's been 20 plus years since it came out. I replayed Final Fantasy VII 2 years ago. It's a game that just keeps bringing you back. I think the story probably helps that too. Your story is just a road trip to a wedding.
It really is.
Yeah, like it plays into the simple factor of it. Like, I feel like there wasn't a lot of thought behind Final Fantasy 15, and that's disappointing because they make such good games that you want more thought behind it.
I can agree with that. I know very little about Final Fantasy overall, unfortunately.
Yeah. And then I think also what Final Fantasy 7 has over 15, the soundtrack I think is so much better in 7 than in 15. There's not a single track from 15 that to me is memorable, whereas all I have to do is do the da-da-dee, Sephiroth, and everybody, that chill goes through everybody's spine because everybody remembers that. And even though I did it,
but I don't recognize it.
It's okay. I'm very bad at that kind of thing, so it's like I'm not gonna do it justice. But that leads me into my other point. Sephiroth is probably one of the most interesting villains they've ever been able to do in Final Fantasy.
I know him.
Yeah, he's iconic, and he is from that. There's a reason he is. Like, there's a reason he's popped up in multiple games, not including its own, as a secret boss, because he is just so good and he's so evil, and you want to beat him every time.
Yes, I do recognize him. I've never had to fight him, but I always wanted to play as him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a cool character for sure. And then Cloud is interesting. Just everybody is in this game. Like, there's something compelling about them. Aerith. I am bad with names. I apologize. I'm trying to remember the guy with the machine gun on his arm, and I'm brain farting because I really am terrible with names. Barrett, that's it. Barrett.
I recognize the design and everyone complaining about him. That's really about it.
Yeah. I'm trying. I don't want to miss anything, and it's just I feel like you get your bang for your buck, like, because that is a game that takes a lot. Like, you have to put a lot of hours into it, whereas 15 didn't take that much effort to go through it. But yes. Did you want to say something, Knight?
I think Night Pat, are you there?
Not sure. I don't think he is.
I think his internet might.
Stupid ad. I'm sick of this audio ad. I hate this ad so much. I see it all the time.
What ad?
I just had to do it justice. It's so much better than what I could do. It's so iconic. just that 10 seconds alone to me sells on just why the music is better. Night Pack is no longer here.
There we go. Sorry.
Okay, you're good. You're good. I don't know if there's anything else I really need to say. I think Final Fantasy VII, it's always highly ranked too. Like you go to any rankings list, 7's always in the top 3, whereas 15 is in the bottom half of it, and I think it shows. That's Knight. If you have anything you want to say,
honestly, I just don't know enough about it to comment either way. Unfortunately.
Ring back.
Well, Angie, how much time? You want me to ring it?
Go ahead and ring it.
All right. Wow. We didn't think that was going to happen.
You got it. Next.
Didn't we?
Return to this question when you have more people who are big into Final Fantasy, Mac.
True. We'll come back to this question. We thought certain people.
He came in well armed, and I had a spoon.
I'm guessing Mac wanted to get this question in before the remake came out.
Yeah.
Due for April release.
Was a mistake.
True, which was a mistake. I was trying to get this in before.
Maybe bring it back around the release to celebrate it.
Good point. All right. So we got so Andrew, you got a question?
He's like, nah, man. I thought I got crushed.
There's a reason I skipped it. You might have had a spoon, Night Pack. I had a straw. A paper straw.
A vegetable straw.
Zach, you got a question?
No. I mean, I was just looking up the fighting systems and seeing when they changed them.
Right. So here's my question. I want to talk about any RPG. I want to know about they're both obviously good RPG. I want to know about each of yours fighting system. And I know, I mean, Night Pack, I hope you know a little bit about the fighting system.
I know a bit more about the fighting system than I did about the other games in general.
All right, so I want to know about the fighting system of each of your games. So Night Pack, tell me what's about your fighting system.
Okay, so the fighting system itself is a lot more based into mobility, more of an action oriented rather than a what should I be doing the next 3 moves. More of a in dodge incoming attacks, chain moves together, and combo with your allies. Okay. Using the ability to warp with your weapons to pass through opponents while dealing damage, get better vantage points, a bit more dynamic.
Okay, all right. Ryan?
Final Fantasy VII is turn-based. You can attack, use magic, you can summon. You also have the active time battle, the ABT system, that will build up over time, and you can unleash your big powerful move. I don't think a lot of games that try to do the turn-based do it well as well as Final Fantasy. And I think that might just be a generational thing. I grew up and I played them, and I really loved the turn-based, RPGs. Whereas, as of late, there hasn't been many good ones. So maybe the generation just doesn't like it. But I think when you think of Final Fantasy, you think of turn-based. It's been turn-based for the majority of its history. So 15 departs from that, and I don't know if that was for the best because it kind of made it a lot easier too, right. Unfortunately.
Okay, what can we say? Zach, thanks.
The first Final Fantasy to have a different system that wasn't turn-based is 9.
Okay.
Wait, no, they had turn-based in 10 though. Did they?
I mean, sorry, 10. It's actually a different system though. It's not the active system. It's a different one called the CTD.
Okay.
And then they just kept it going with that. And then, so it's not like they went from original turn-based to this all of a sudden. They've been slowly phasing things in and out. I mean, think of Lightning Returns.
Yeah.
That did not play anything like 7. We're good.
Yep.
Other than that, no, I mean, all the points are there. Final Fantasy 15 kind of plays like a less good Nier. 7 just plays like a standard turn-based.
Right. All right. Angie, well, I want to ask you, who did you thought won, or is it just that obvious?
I think Ryan won this one. I'm sorry, Night Pack. It's
Oh
just
no, he absolutely
a little bit more
crushed it.
knowledge.
Right. Zach, do we even have to go?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much all three. I do agree. I think Night Pack, you did good. It was simplistic. I think if you played a little more, I think you had a good game. You just didn't play it, and
I haven't finished it. I'm only about halfway through.
Right, and it seems like a good game. I did play it, and it's a great game, but you just didn't give enough about your game, and Ryan just like overflew it with.
Oh yeah, man.
Well, I have 20 years of knowledge. I've been playing it for 20 years. It's like
I really was toddler and Tyson. Come on.
Yeah,
well, true. But I was trying to get Joe Davis on here because he would have killed you if he would have came on here Final Fantasy. No, his Final Fantasy game. So yeah. Ryan, you get the first point.
And
good job, Ryan.
Cat gets a point too.
Yay!
Yay
That
for
was
me
a good
too.
idea.
Yep, and now Night Pack, you're in the hole, so it's one.
Cornhole.
All right, so Angie, what they're saying in the chat, I don't think they're saying much right now.
There's not much going on in the chat right now. Max World says Final Fantasy IX is good.
Yeah,
The mixer is completely empty.
Yeah, it's a slow night.
It's a slow night. That's okay though. It's a Monday.
Yeah, it's a Monday. It's a slow Monday, and plus we hadn't streamed nothing in a while, so yeah.
Anyways,
It doesn't matter. We're good. We'll get to that. All right, question number 2.
Ding ding ding.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta get Zach. Okay. Question number 2. What is the best game based off a pre-existing anime property? Property. So last time it was, so Cat was first, so that means Cat get demoted to second. Let's see, Ryan was last, so Ryan get to go first. So it's gonna be Ryan, Night Pack, then Cat. So Ryan, your choice, please.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Son Goku.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay. So Night Pack, what is your answer?
Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
That's a mouthful.
Yes.
Okay.
this is frustrating because I love both of these games.
Okay. Cat.
I was like, did you forget my name?
No, I didn't.
Yes. Where are you again?
It's only 3 letters. Naruto Shippuden. I don't know how to pronounce it apparently. Ultimate Ninja Storm 4.
All right. So, Zach, Andrew, you got time? All right, Ryan. You have Ryan. Once I ring the bell, you may start doing your declaration now.
So when you take a game like Dragon Ball Fighter Z, it's a departure from the traditional Dragon Ball Z game, which is the games every game seeming leading up to Dragon Ball Fighter Z was, hey, you're gonna play the story of Dragon Ball but only Dragon Ball Z. You'll never get to play the story of Dragon Ball, just Dragon Ball Z, and you're just playing that story along, and it's sometimes they'll add a little variety by adding the time travel element to it, but it's just repeating stuff we've already seen before. Whereas Dragon Ball Fighter Z, it introduces a new storyline, and it's a fighting game first. It avoids like the trappings of like trying, oh yeah, we're gonna make a game and it's gonna feel like you're within the anime. No, it's not within the anime. It's about the fighting game aspect, which means every character is viable to play with. Yes, some characters are better than others, but it's not like a situation where if I'm playing as Krillin, I'm not, and it's a different game besides Fighter Z. If I take on, Majin Buu, I'm not going to be able to beat him. It's just those games try to stay too true to the anime. This one, it's like, hey, you want to play as Krillin? Cool. You can build a strategy around that. It's a game first. It's not trying to, drill into the same story. Everybody who's a fan of Dragon Ball Z games, we've heard the story so many times. It just gets old after a while. So it's like, yes, this is something new. This is different. And it's fun. It's competitive. It's blown up. It is like one of the biggest fighting games out there right now. You can win if you're really good at it. You can win money at these games. I'm not a pro. I'm not very good at it. When I go against actual people, I don't have a good. I think I'm like 20%. I'm very bad at it compared to like actual people, and I still love the game. It's so compelling, and it's a beautiful game. It's one of the most gorgeous looking Dragon Ball Z games they've ever made, and that's it for my declaration.
All right. Night Pat.
Yes. Okay, so my choice was Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 3. Just gonna skip through the guy. I think this is honestly the best one overall, because it does, yes, feel like you are playing the anime, which, in my opinion, is the point of playing an anime-based game. You want to feel like you're part of the story, like you're going on the same journey as your anime heroes. The attacks themselves feel great to use. They interact with each other. You can have Gallic Gun clash with Kamehameha. You can have Spirit Bomb clash with the Planet Busters. It feels good. And yeah, we've seen the story many, many times. But that's why we play them, because we love the story. We want to relive that story. That's why we go back and watch the anime over and over again. It's not that it's getting old, it's just that nostalgic tint starts to wear thin. And you can beat the game with anyone. I can go toe-to-toe with someone with Shao Tzu, who most consider bad, and still beat Bardock or Frieza or any of the big bads. And I think that's what makes the game great.
All right. That's it.
That's you.
Cat.
Okay. Again, another game I haven't actually played. So basically, sorry, I had to look stuff up because again, never actually played this. As far as the gameplay goes, they featured gameplay that was akin to that of previous games, but they did add some new features. Like they added the ability to wall run, so players will be able to take the battle to the sides of the arena and not just around the floor of it. Another thing that they did was they added the ability to where you can switch in and out of, I believe it's 2 like side fighters, or I don't really know what the right word to say is, but basically you can switch in and out some of your fighters in the middle of a fight. And it's Naruto. Naruto has an amazing story. I've always loved Naruto, even though I've never actually played the games. And so the plot is set in the Fourth Shinobi World War. So let me see. Sorry. So the developer stated that he wanted the game's life to be as long as possible. And so in order to do this, they made significant changes to the game's combat mechanics. It includes a new system of strategy developed exclusively for the game, as well as the game's internal combat and damage system. They also, took on board some of the feedback from the Naruto gaming community, and they focused on the addition of more story-based elements rather than the traditional jump from fight to fight. It also features a large roster of fighters. It includes 106 fighters from the entire Naruto universe. So it includes characters from the last Naruto, the movie, another movie that I can't pronounce. Let me see. So I mean, again, I haven't really played it. I do know one thing is it actually technically was one of the best or let me go back to this. Where was it? So if I read this correctly, it kind of outsold Street Fighter 5, I think. The PS4 SKU of Naruto outsold the various individual Street Fighter 5 on PS4. But when you combine the multiple SKUs of Street Fighter 5 on PS4, it does barely edge out the Naruto game. But it's technically still the best-selling PS4 game, at least when this was released. So, you know.
And that is time.
Thanks for letting me ramble. That's all I had.
So with that said, people, we are going to the Grudge. I just want to let you know that I want to see blood. I want to see very much a lot of it spilt everywhere. Spill it on. I'm gonna ring this bell and I'm gonna put this back into gallery mode, and we will see what happens right now.
You're accidentally muted.
Ryan, you're muted.
Ryan, you're muted.
Okay, sorry about that. So I'm not gonna play a Naruto game. I'm gonna play a Dragon Ball Z game because Naruto is just lesser Dragon Ball Z. And if I wanted to experience the anime, I would just watch the anime. I'm in the middle of a rewatch right now.
Then why wouldn't you just watch the anime Dragon Ball Z?
That was me coming at Nightpack for saying he wants to play the game to experience the anime. It's like I just would rather watch it or read it. Like, playing it is just it's a watered down version of it. It never looks as good as the show. It never feels as good as the show. It doesn't have those moments. Whereas my game is a video game first. It's not about retelling the story. It's about having a great experience. This comes from somebody who sucks at it.
Well, I mean, Naruto did add a lot of more like cinematic elements to the actual fighting. Like, there's a lot more cinematic. I mean, I guess I'm just repeating what I just said, but yeah, there's a lot of more cinematic movie points during the actual fighting that just makes it visually stunning.
It's a pretty looking game. I'm just not big into Naruto, so I just don't think it's just never been as compelling as, Dragon Ball Z for me. Knight, do you want to say anything?
I won't lie, Dragon Ball Fighter Z is a beautiful game, but to me it just feels like a standard clone of any other fighter game of that style. Street Fighter, Blaze Blue, and just slapping on the Dragon Ball title automatic. It doesn't feel that original, in my opinion. The story isn't all that fun.
Games like that are not about the story, though. Like, the story is meant to be. It's just meant to be there to get you accustomed to the game mechanics until you're ready to take on actual people.
Oh yes, I know that. Like I said, the story's not good, but it also kind of spoon feeds everything to you. So I don't really feel like it's really teaching you enough about the game to even get a real grasp of the core mechanics.
No, it's like every other fighter game where the story mode is spoon feeding you, and then you have to get curb stomped by 20 people before you actually have and that's just a fact of life when it comes to fighting games. Rarely does somebody get into a fighting game and is a master at it immediately. It takes getting beat and learning from other people, and you got to think Budokai 3 came out, and this was the 12th Dragon Ball Z game in 10 years, and it's just telling me the same story again. The fighting's a little bit better than previous games, but it's not anything stellar. It's nothing that excites me. It's it's just another Dragon Ball Z story game, and if I wanted to do the story, I would watch the anime. I wouldn't play a game because the game's not as compelling as the anime.
I could agree it may not be as compelling. But like I said, just the ability to go out there and just shoot those big beams over the
Yeah, it's interesting, but if I land the right combo in Dragon Ball Fighter Z, I destroy the entire arena and I launch somebody to a different arena. It's I have all those same trappings with a good fighter game. Like,
but with a game that's strictly a fighter game, it can get pretty repetitive.
Yes.
Well,
I enjoy it, but I don't like the limited movement as well. I like the feeling of flying across battlefields and kicking someone through a mountain.
I guess I'm just not playing. I'm not playing a game for a flight simulator. Dragon Ball Z is all about combat and fighting. So to me, it's an obvious translation that they should have made Dragon Ball Fighter Z 20 years ago. It's so obvious that the show about martial arts and about fighting other people, and it didn't have a compelling fighting game until just recently. This should have been 20 years in the making.
Yeah, I would agree that it's at its core about fighting, but is it not all those big over the top attacks?
And they have those big over the top attacks in Fighter Z though. Like you can land some killer moves if you learn and know what you're doing.
Yeah, I can agree with they do have them, but it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel as good in my opinion as being able to just nail someone with a huge attack and have them try to counter it with their own. Have those, classic Dragon Ball moments.
They're classic Dragon Ball moments, but they're never the same as the show. It's just a pale comparison. Whereas Dragon Ball Fighter Z at least was different. And I want to let Kat talk because I feel like I've taken a lot of time.
I honestly I don't really have much to say. Again, I've never played any of these games.
That is time.
Well,
Thank God. Thank you, Angie.
all right. So
And nothing.
Gonna go back to speaker mode. Give me a second. Give me a second. Sorry, people. Zach, you got a question?
No.
Angie, you got a question? That's a no?
Angie, if you're talking, you're muted.
That's a no. I was shaking my head no.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
all right.
He wasn't paying attention to her. Poor Angie.
All right. Well, I guess I gotta come. That was a good question. So one thing about anime games are especially with your games, are finishers. And Kat's gonna kill me for this.
Probably.
So what would you say is? Damn it, this is tough because what's a good one to ask? There we go. How is the controls? How is the mechanics of each of your game?
Really? How the hell am I supposed to answer that?
Quick, Google it.
I am. I have Google pulled up for this reason.
Okay.
It doesn't say.
We'll come back around to you. How's that?
I can tell you the genre if that helps.
I mean, obviously it's on a controller because it's PS4.
Okay.
But they also have it on the Xbox One and the Switch.
All right. Well, okay. So it's on the Xbox and the Switch. Okay, cool.
But I do want to make a point. It was most known for, I believe, the PS4.
Okay, PS4.
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan.
That's where it sold most of it.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Fighter Z is like they pointed out, any standard 2D fighting anime, fighting style game. I think what sets it apart from other fighting style games is that feeling of doing the right things to fill up your Dragon Ball thing where you're trying to collect all 7 to get a wish. I've saved my own ass a couple of times because I was able to pull off the right combo to get that final Dragon Ball, to make my wish, to pull me back from the jaws of defeat. Like I said, this is a game I get my ass whooped a lot. So it's not a game I don't defend this game because I'm good at it. I defend this game because I realize this is the best it's ever been for Dragon Ball Z and for anime, and I don't know if it's ever going to get close to it again.
All right. Knight.
Well, the mechanics, in my opinion, are very good. I know it sounds very vague, but just the ability to, kick someone into the air, fly up after them, kick them away once more, just keep chaining them into multiple attacks, and much like the anime, the ability to just barrage them with ranged combat while flying in, weaving in and out of blasts. I've had times where I've flown around a Gallic gun to actually just punch my friends right in the face, completely nullifying their finishers. But just explode a planet and then fight on its dilapidated remains. To me, feels a lot better than just having a generic side-to-side fighter with another frame just slapped over top of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, this is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was a landslide victory by somebody. Zach Fax.
Dragon Ball Fighters doesn't play like Street Fighter.
Yeah, I don't. That year, like that, I haven't played Street Fighter recently, so I couldn't dispute it. But I'm pretty sure it plays differently than Street Fighter.
Very much so.
Yeah,
Not
thank you,
even
Zach.
close.
It was just the first fighting game that popped in my head.
Yeah, I was like, shit, I can't think of Street Fighter.
Also, it's the only one that's actually has a tournament scene. And Sonic Fox is awesome. I mean,
doesn't Blaze Blue have a tournament team?
It does. Well, not this year. It doesn't.
Okay.
This year.
Zach, who you thought won? Was it easy or?
Well, I was gonna finish. Well,
my bad. Go ahead.
Budokai is generally better received than the other two Budokais, but is considered very unbalanced.
It's the best Budokai game. I've played all three, and I would agree with that. But yeah, it's
Kinki Aichi Budokai is finally complete. Okay.
And Ultimate Ninja Storm is a 3D arena brawler. Okay.
Never touched it.
Yeah. I'm at a disadvantage thanks to Mac here.
There's that's its own genre.
That for the past month, it has been on sale. Like the entire bundle for like $15.
Yeah. Well, that's because the new one is the new one's coming out.
I know.
All right. All right, Zach. Decision time. Who you thought won?
I mean, it's fighters. It's the only one that we got a description of.
Okay, Dragon Ball Z Fighters. So you going with that? We're going around.
Yeah.
All right, Angie.
I will also be voting for Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Damn it! Well, it made it easier for me. To me, it was just it. Kat, I love you.
I hate your questions.
Still love you, Kat.
Every single time, there's at least one question that I know nothing about.
Kat, don't worry. It's happened to me plenty of times with Mac. He always will ask some questions.
Some questions about Sims or Animal Crossing over here.
Animal Crossing is coming out, Mac. You could have had an Animal Crossing question.
Come on, they're adding better detailed knees for crying out loud.
Look, here's the thing you guys don't understand. You lie.
But you're a fact checker.
Exactly. You learn enough to lie.
I mean, do like house. Everyone lies. Okay, people. I let you Kat, but you didn't give me enough. And it came down between Nightpack and Ryan. And I do like his game. I do like Nightpack's game. And these are two games I was and like I said, it wasn't just like a straightforward, like easy.
Look, there's no way a Spike Chunsoft joint from the Wii era is beating Dragon Ball Fighters by Arc System Works.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just trying to just move this along here.
Yeah.
Well,
So
while y'all are fighting this, I have to pee.
okay,
know,
go ahead. Go ahead. But to me, yeah, it doesn't matter what I say, but I do have to agree that it's Spider. It's Spider.
It is.
And Angie, what's her saying in the chat?
Not much is going on in the chat. Max World says Kakarot is pretty good and the mechanics are very fluid.
I haven't tried that yet.
I have not heard.
I think it
good
just
about
came.
whatsoever.
It just came out. Yeah, and the negative comments about it made me go, "I'm not paying full price for that." So
Yeah,
I'll wait.
It's the same people that did that do Naruto. So wherever that gets you in your mind palace.
Mind Palace, huh?
Uh-huh. Well, it's
Never
better
heard that
than
one.
wine trash dump, like the usual. What I want to know is why are there so many Gokus?
There are way too many Gokus.
Oh, and fighters?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
dude,
added
it's
another one.
stupid. It's disgusting.
Well, they just added another one. There are 6 Gokus.
It's overkill. Trust me, I'm with you.
That's fucking
yeah.
hilarious.
Like at the same time, I'm like, there's too many Gokus, but then they also announced Kefla, and I'm like, well, shit, that makes me excited.
Yeah, but now you got 6 Gokus.
Well, yeah, it's a.
And probably another 4 on the way.
I mean, like I said,
I'll be honest.
I wonder how long they're gonna milk this game because it's been.
They're
gonna
milk it till we die.
So
I mean, it's good. Yeah. Also, honestly, I was just happy when the first round came and they had Captain Ginyu. I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was like, yeah.
Who remembered Captain Ginyu?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I just is Captain Ginyu's. I don't know. Is the whole Ginyu Force sort of?
What?
I mean, it's like the whole Ginyu Force sort of.
They're like basically
I'm not sure.
a mockery of the Power Rangers /
Yeah, it's literally they're just a parody of Power Rangers, Mac.
Well, they're a parody of Sentai.
The question was, are they gay?
Yeah.
That's where I was going with that, and I'm like, Mac, what?
I mean, one of them's a frogman that probably is getting rejected because he was fugly in the anime. One of them was red with an Aussie accent, so I'm sure he's getting the ladies.
Maybe
somewhere.
He's from Space Australia, if you know.
Yeah,
Space Australia.
But no, I just finished my rewatch. I just finished the Cell Saga, and it holds up so much. I love it. Oh, it's so good.
Oh God, Space Australia.
Space Australia.
They're stopped by Space RVs.
Get a space beef and cheddar.
Yes. Gonna stop by Spacies for the spaciest meat around.
It was such a weird fake out with the whole they thought they were on Namek, but they weren't thing. It was so weird.
It was so weird, but it worked.
Oh, you talking about the filler?
Yeah, that was bizarre.
Yeah, that was a bizarre. When I was watching it, I forgot about that.
Because I saw those before I saw anything else, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, it was confusing because I was like, I don't remember this, and then once I realized, okay, something weird is happening. Okay, yeah, it's filler, Brian. That's what's going on.
I mean, there's way worse filler out there.
Oh yeah, I think it's Naruto has more filler than any other anime. Like
also, guys, just to let everybody know, we're waiting on Cat. So this is what's going on. Yeah, we're just waiting on Cat.
Cool.
Also, I don't know where she got the Street Fighter 5 stat from.
Well, she had to come up with something.
That's terrible.
Yeah, Naruto is 41%.
But
it's
I did the free trial for Funimation's app so I could binge My Hero because I was sick of like seeing people talk about it and I haven't watched it yet, and I'm like, damn, I really enjoy.
Are they gonna make one for the Vigilante series?
I don't know.
Because there's a spin-off manga about the Vigilante scene.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're gonna. I don't know what the plans are. I mean,
because I'd watch. That sounds more interesting to me at this point. Like,
I'm just wondering, like, what's the game plan? Like, how long are they going to do this show? Because I've always assumed the show would run through his time at UA. He hasn't left his first year yet, and we're like so many episodes in. Are they going to make this like a longer anime than Z? Like, is that the plan? Is to make My Hero 400 plus episodes?
Well, I mean,
No.
they already got One Piece going over like.
Yeah,
Well, I don't want that. I don't want 1,000 episodes of that. That's too much. That is a bad thing. That's
Well, I
that's
mean, think
One
about.
Piece.
I mean, Berserk's still going.
Technically, Naruto's still going.
Yeah,
Is it?
technically.
Yeah, we have
I mean,
Shigure and Boruto.
Boruto's not dead yet, so yeah.
I mean, guys, didn't you hear about the guy who's Baruto's dad? I mean, come on.
He needs to die too.
Yeah, he needs to go.
I don't. But no, I just
Stab him in the heart.
I'm not a big fan of the super ridiculously long running type of shows anymore. Like, if I had watched Z later in life, I probably wouldn't have gotten into it because I would have saw the 269 episode and I would have been like, fuck that.
Can you shoot Monkey D. Luffy in the face and kill him?
No.
Damn it.
No, I think he has been shot in the face, hasn't he?
A lot.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Made of rubber.
Damn it. I want to shoot him in the face. He
You can. He won't care.
Maybe a tracer round.
No.
No, but Bernie burns.
Uh-oh.
If he burns, he burns.
No, he's survived a lot.
God damn it, he's durable.
He is very durable.
Ah, fuck.
What do you have against Monkey?
I just want to shoot again. I just want to kill him so the show can stop. Well, Monkey's dead.
Cat's
Damn
back.
it.
Cat's back.
Cat's back.
Cat's back.
Okay, question now. All right, so Ryan, you now have 2. Cat still have 1, and
Poor old Night Pack over there.
I'm dead.
Night Pack took one for the team when he fell on the sword of the Final Fantasy thing. Let's be real.
Right.
Don't face first in that one. I was like, I'm screwed.
So now we're going to question number 3, which is
a question I can actually answer.
Can you?
I had to
Can
throw
you
that in
really?
there. Yes, I can actually. I'm very excited about this one.
All right. Andrew, you want to read this one?
Sure.
Do you want to be
Question
involved?
3. What is or who is the best video game original soundtrack composer?
All right. So we're going to start with Night Pack, then Cat, then Ryan. So Night Pack.
Okay, so I can read his name so I can pronounce it.
Oh, shit.
Keiichi Okabe from Nier Automata. I have never heard music that's impacted me.
All right,
like
that's it.
that. Oh, wait, we're not at explanations.
Yeah.
Jump the gun.
Yeah, Zach, you know I love you for doing that, man. Putting his name on there because I wouldn't have never known who the hell he is. Cat?
Woody Jackson.
Woody Jackson. Ryan?
Google this person.
So let me just listen to the pronouncer one more time because I have the person's name pulled up so I say it right.
Oh shit! Damn it!
It's Yoko Shimomura is the composer's name.
I would have never got his name. What was it?
It's a girl. It's a girl.
I had to, I typed in her name and I said how to pronounce, and Google hooked me up.
Why did
I'm
you
gonna call her Yoko the rest of the way?
Who the hell are you?
You know, that's a deep question. Who the hell
are we? Yeah,
At
I
least
know.
my guy has an easy pronounced name.
I didn't hear him yet. I don't know what I love.
All right, well, guys, we got the names. Night Pack, you get to go first. Tell us about.
Okay, so I know about him just from one title, being Nier Automata.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about your person because I'm not gonna pronounce his name because I'm gonna fuck it up. Fuck, you know I'm gonna fuck it up, Zach.
Do it. Say it.
What's his name?
KJ.
K-N-T.
Wow, that was worse than I thought.
Come on, Keiichi. Keiichi.
Night Pack, go.
Okay, so he did music for Nier Automata. Music that's told almost primarily through music, if I recall correctly. And I've never had music hit me so hard before. When we get to the opera singing robot singing about watching her own children be massacred in front of her, to the point where I was literally brought to the brink of tears. I mean, I don't really know what more you can say about the fact that his music is emotionally impactful on to a point where it really resonates with me personally.
All right. Yeah, you're good?
Yeah.
Emotionally impactful. Okay. Cat.
All right. So, Woody Jackson. The reason I love this dude so much is because he not only did the score for the original Red Dead Redemption, he did the score for the Red Dead Redemption 2 as well as GTA 5. He also composed some music on the first season of Nashville, which is an amazing TV show until they killed Raina, but another story. If y'all have ever seen the show, the music from that is just so compelling, and it's tells such a deep story in every song that they sing. But the reason I really like him is because of Red Dead Redemption 2. The music in that game is just so beautiful, and it goes so well with the gameplay and the scenery and what is actually happening with the story. And it doesn't overpower anything, though. It just complements it. And I mean, this dude's won so many awards for his music. Just for Red Dead Redemption, the first one alone, he's won a Spike Video Game Award for Best Original Score, Inside Gaming Award for Best Original Score, GameSpot Best of 2010 for Best Original Music. For Red Dead Redemption 2, he won the Game Awards for the Best Score Music in 2018. In 2013, he won the Best Soundtrack from VGX for Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean, this dude has done a lot, and it's beautiful, beautiful music. I absolutely love it. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got.
Okay, Ryan.
All right, so Yoko is a machine when it comes to the ability to make music. I'm just going to start rattling off. All the way back in '91, there was a Street Fighter game she did. She's done She did a Punisher release back in the day. She did Super Mario RPG in '96. Mario and Luigi, Superstar Saga. But the game that introduced me to her was the first Kingdom Hearts game. I would argue part of why that game is so good. Because the story is kind of fucking ridiculous, and I still love Kingdom Hearts. It's because of the gameplay, and it's because of the great music, and I like stupid, ridiculous stories. But along with that, it's just this chain of games. Every Kingdom Hearts series has her stamp on it. She has her, in Mario, like everywhere in the game industry, her influence is felt. And I think that's what makes her so impressive is the fact that she is able to work on all these projects and is still has a sound of her own that is great and compelling. And I'm just going to say this, the soundtrack to Kingdom Hearts 3 was the best thing about an otherwise disappointing game. So good on her. She takes a game that maybe isn't great and she still gives it a great soundtrack, gives it a great composition and everything.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Right now.
Huh?
That does not sound like a good soundtrack.
It is a soundtrack. It was off Mega Man 3.
That was a joke.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. You have. I'm going to turn this over to speaker mode. This is from speaker mode to gallery mode. Once I ring the bell, Andrew, are you ready? All right, I'm going to ring this bell, and you may go at it. Make sure we see some blood, but not too much blood. Nah, I'm just playing. See blood. Ringing the bell now.
Who wants to start it off? I hate taking all the time.
Let's go Night Pack.
Yeah,
honestly,
go ahead, Night Pack.
Like I love the Mario games. They're very whimsical. I don't have much to say about it, unfortunately. That's all I got. Like This is my first time, so I'm a little overwhelmed.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I just hate hogging up the space, but I'll jump in. Woody Jackson, he's got a great couple of games. He's been working for like 10 years. Good on him. But I've noticed with a lot of his music, it's just it's obviously on purpose because he works in games like this. They're just kind of reminiscent of older style, the compositions you would hear in Western or an old, like he did LA Noire, that music definitely.
Well, I mean, it is a Western that he's composing for, so he's right on the mark then.
Yeah, he is on the mark, but he's pulling from older sources to make his own. Whereas for both of ours, they're composing new music for games that are outside of the norm. Granted, what he's made is excellent, and I really enjoy it. As I was watching Red Dead 2, because I'm not good at those games. My wife played it, I didn't. I did notice it had a really great composition to it. I just really enjoy what Yoko did with Kingdom Hearts and all, like, just a really great use of piano, just understanding like when to use music properly. She has a great understanding of that. Knight, do you want to talk about your guy, because it sounds like his whole game was about music?
100% told by music during the combat, how the background story is told, and how the story itself progresses. It's a lot of it is sort of orchestral, really big, grandiose performances, and straightforward opera. So it's a lot of hard-hitting, varying paces between slower tracks and faster ones. And a lot of it had to do with you more of an emotional connection to it, to really get across how everyone's feeling.
And I'm not gonna lie, yeah, Yoko has done a lot, but at the same time, what awards has she won for her compositions? Yeah,
I don't think okay, I'm not gonna count Spike TV awards. Those are very Western-oriented awards. That's a fact. It's Spike TV. That's
fine, but that's not the only award he won for Red Dead Redemption. And let's not forget the video game awards in 2018 for RDR2.
Here's the thing. I don't give a shit about video game awards because those are all about who spends the money. That, to me, I don't really care about an award. Like, I just don't. Yes, it's great that he won an award, but it's not about the awards. It's about what the music does for you.
Yeah, and the music in Red Dead Redemption brings you further into the world that you're playing, the Western world. That is what it is. You said it, he's pulling from those old Westerns. Well, I mean, that's basically what he was supposed to do. He's supposed to create Western type, old Western type music that brings you even further into the world of Red Dead Redemption 2, which I think he does beautifully. And it just adds to the scenery, which, if you've, like you said, your wife's played Red Dead Redemption 2, you know how beautiful the world is. You've seen it, the weather, the landscape, everything. And that music just heightens that and heightens that feeling of being there and just wanting to live in that world.
I agree. I think he does a very good job. And
that's what music is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you feel something, make you want to be in that world as far as video games go. Like, it's supposed to heighten the experience. And I think he does an excellent job of that.
Yeah, I would agree. I just think I think what I would give the edge to Yoko over Woody is the far-reaching impact on the industry. Woody is very central in what he's done. He hasn't done that much yet. He has time, but he hasn't had a chance to spread his wing into other types of games. Yoko, on the other hand, she's everywhere in the Japanese gaming industry. Every time, there's all sorts of different genres that she's had her impact in, and she's on the ball every time. And I think when you're saying the best, you have to factor in.
And that is time.
All right. Wow, that was pretty heated.
That was a better fight than the last two.
Yeah. That was a better fight. Andrew, you got a question?
No.
Zach, you got a question?
I do not.
Okay.
You're the music guy, Zach.
Yeah, I'm surprised you ain't got a
Oh,
question.
I know I am. I'm really trying not to let my views taint it.
Okay.
Okay. Agreed. Fuck. This is gonna be tough. What is the now we're talking about different genres and all this.
Yes.
And that I've been hearing about this. My question is, what exactly makes makes your certain person, stand out? Like if you were to put this person in a different genre, how would they figure? Like for example, let's take, I mean, yeah, Yoko was good, but let's take Yoko out of that fantasy world and put her into a different, and like let's flip games. How would Yoko deal with? How could Yoko make a Red Dead Redemption song, and how could Woody deal with make a Kingdom Hearts song? And also with Night Pack, I want to incorporate how would your character make a Red Dead Redemption song too, because to me your two are similar. So Night, tell me how would your composer make a Red Dead Redemption song?
Well, I think he'd have a decent time of doing so. I mean, he's worked on a lot of other things, Tekken. He's worked in anime, so I feel like he'd be able to adjust fairly fluidly, maintaining that emotional aspect, especially during the action scenes, like a lot of music in Tekken, and the more downplayed, say, smoother tones while just traveling.
All right. Kat?
Oh, sorry. I forgot I muted it. I mean, I think he'd do a good job. Yeah, he's based a lot so far in the short time that he's done on like westerns and those type of games, but he also has composed, country music. He's also composed the song Moshi Moshi on Play for Japan the album. So, he has actually done, that style of music, and it's a really good song, honestly. If you listen to Moshi Moshi, I actually really like that song. So I think he'd do great, honestly.
All right.
He's already dabbled a little bit in it, and yeah, he hasn't been doing it for as long as Yoko, I will admit that, but in the short time he has been composing music for video games, he's already done a lot and been recognized for it.
All right. Ryan.
So, you specifically asked how would Yoko approach something like a Red Dead 2?
Right.
When you think of a Western, you think of great piano work, and that is something she's always been really good at. In any Kingdom Hearts game, you're going to notice when she does great stuff with the piano. So that's an instrument that I feel would translate well to the Western setting. Maybe, P&E is the example. And I just think she has this wealth of experience. I think she could tackle any genre and deliver something emotional because, like, Kingdom Hearts is so stupid when you strip down the plot, yet people for some reason care about it. I care about it, and I think the only reason I'm able to, I emotionally care about these characters is the music, because you take away the great music at Kingdom Hearts, you're left with Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and a kid with spiky hair and a giant key sword. That's what she did. She took something that was ridiculous.
That's time.
Am I allowed to say something about that? As far as Western music, it's not all piano. It's actually a lot of banjos. It's a lot of guitar.
I was saying, and when you think of the Old West, you think of the guy playing the piano in the saloon. That's why I feel I just didn't want to, drop it.
I'll let that ramble a little bit. All right, Zach Facts.
I mean, facts. First thing that Woody worked on was 2010. Latest was 2018. KHA started in 1994, and Yoko started in 1988.
Wow.
So there's definitely a lot more experience on their sides,
Right.
and a lot more games.
Right.
Honestly, he hasn't really done anything that very much at all. Like,
Right.
be honest.
All right, Zach, I'm gonna come to you last after Angie. Angie, who you thought won?
Honestly, it was kind of hard to choose, but I think I'm going to go with Yoko.
Ooh, okay. All right. Zach, Mr. Music Man, let's go.
Give me a sec.
Yeah, I'm actually really interested to hear what Zach has to say because
I know you don't give a fuck what I got to say.
well, no, I don't know music like Zach knows music.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Okay, we were talking breadth of genre, and the other two definitely have it. I'm having a hard time because I am simply not a fan of country western music. Period.
Oh.
At all.
Yeah.
I hate it.
That's yeah.
So I'm trying to balance out the fact that it makes my skin crawl.
Ooh.
Also, I will say that the fact that its music was eventually taken over basically by the song Old Town Road probably is not a good thing. Yeah.
We don't talk about that trash, okay? That is not a country song.
Oh, it's 100%.
That song needs to
It is.
burn in hell.
It's 100% a country
No,
song.
it is not. I do not count it.
Billy Ray helped out. That means
Billy Ray needs to go crawl in the hole from which he came.
Did he break
He was
your achy,
good back
breaky
in his
heart?
early days, but dear God, that dude has gone down the wrong path.
He broke your
achy, breaky heart.
All right.
That is not a country song. That song is stupid.
It's absolutely a country song.
I won't count it. It's stupid.
You do not make the rules of music.
Mac.
Not country music at its finest.
Since Zach hates country, he's not partial. Who do you think won? And then we'll see if Zach agrees.
Why can't you pick somebody, Zach? Damn it. Okay. I don't give a fuck about music. Music is music.
That breaks my achy breaky heart too.
No, I don't have no problem I don't have no problem with country music. I think music is music. It's good, whatever it is.
If it sounds good, you're happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
To me, I feel like Night Pack, you did a good job. You tried, man. You tried. I think you just got overpowered and overwhelmed with everybody else's. And I wanted to hear more about yours because yours sounded interesting, but you just stayed quiet. So I had to knock you out. So it came down between Kat and Ryan. And Ryan, while yours is interesting and while Yoko is interesting, you just kept harping back to Kingdom Hearts. And
that's her most notable one. That's why I harp back to it.
True.
Just like how Kat harped on Red Dead.
Red Dead, and I agree.
Those are the two for each composer that they're
I agree. I agree. No, I'm here's my reason. Let me finish. You kept talking about the game and the gameplay and the music, and Simple and Clean is good, but Yoko did not. I think a lot of people remember Kingdom Hearts because of Simple and Clean, which was not her.
I never said Simple and Clean. That's why I'm confused.
Yeah. I understand.
I never brought that up.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying what a lot of people remember. You said, and I quote, a lot of people remember the music, and I was like, yeah, but a lot of people remember Simple and Clean more than just all the music from the first Kingdom Hearts. And
she helped out with that song, bud.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Damn, dude, come on.
I'll give you that. But also as an added bonus, you just kept harping on how stupid the game is and how the music helps.
Yeah.
It really, Mac, I hate Kingdom Hearts, and even I'll admit the music's good.
Okay, yeah, the music is good. I'm not trying to say. I'm not trying to say the music is good. I'm just trying to.
I do actually want to bring up a thing. You were saying Moshi Moshi. Woody Jackson did a version of that song. He is not the creator.
She didn't say he was the creator.
I know, just making sure.
Okay, we understand you hate country music. Damn.
No, I was looking up facts. I was
Yeah. And then I'm also going to point out a fact. He also worked on the soundtracks for films like Devil Wears Prada and Ocean's 12. So he's not strictly country western. That's just what he's known for.
So here's my issue. While both of these, I feel like both of these are great soundtracks. They are amazing soundtracks. Look, I really want to give it to Cat.
Give it to Cat. If you think she had the better argument, give it to Cat.
I really think she had a better argument. I just kept hearing about the game itself more than the music. Oh, this gameplay helped the music, where Cat was literally arguing. And I'm not talking about the awards. She was talking about how she said something that I liked, that the music makes you feel the way you play the game. Same thing what Night Pat was trying to do, but she did it in a different way. The music makes you feel the way into the game, where yours is like, well, the music helps the game because the game was bad, where Cat was like, the music complements the gameplay. Where
that's fine.
Yeah. I have to go with Cat.
I really just want to live in the world of Red Dead Redemption 2.
I don't think so. You're a woman. In the 1880s sucked.
Sadie Adler handles a gun just as well as any man.
All right, so we're me and
I know. Other than the fact that it's beautiful, yeah, my life would be shit in that game.
So me and Andrew are split.
And Zach despises country, so I don't.
So hold on, wait a minute. We got one person. Seeing that he is out, Night Pack, I'm gonna let you have to decide and vote.
Why you do this to me?
Poor
You're
Night
cruel,
Pack.
cruel man.
I know.
Cruel world.
I know.
I mean, when pressed, again, I like Disney music because it is very whimsical, and yes, Kingdom Hearts has that. I tend to get kind of bored with it, and I'd have to give it to Cat.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
Back in it.
Cat. No, you were still in it, so it's 2-2.
Yeah, I was about to say you were.
I know, but at least it's closer and not overwhelming 2-point lead here.
Yeah. So
All right, let's get to the ridiculous round. Jesus.
All right. So
I don't know how this one's gonna play out in my answer.
Well, technically, Night Pack can still win it. He can do another move, which we have. What was?
Well, unless he falls asleep.
Yeah. So Night Pack is still in it, but he can use it. Well, so we're automatically let him use it. What was the item that we could use that?
I don't know.
Was it the table
gun?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's
we haven't talked about it in a while, and
we hadn't talked about it in a while. Allows you to bet your points, but lessen your time. So we'll let you use it to double your points. So if you win this round,
have any.
No, if you win this round, you get 2 points.
Oh.
Okay. So we're going back to the original, which was, damn it, what was it? The original, which was Cat, Night Pack, and Ryan. So the final question of the night is Zach. Yes. What actor should both voice act and motion capture Spyro the Dragon? So like I said, it's going to be Cat, Night Pack, and Ryan. So, Cat, what is your answer?
Eddie Murphy. I know.
Yes.
Know. I love how you put his head on there.
I don't know. I just like to see you laugh.
That was fantastic.
Oh, yes. Awesome. My Pat.
For me, it was I actually forgot his name just now. Jim Carrey.
Oh, bringing this guy back in.
Yes. Ryan.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Okay. All right then. All right.
The fuck?
I knew he was gonna laugh at that. I knew Ron was gonna laugh at that one.
That's such a dumb question. I was like, well, let's combat dumb with brilliant acting, I guess.
So do y'all want visual
Eddie
aid?
Murphy is a great actor.
Oh, he is. No, trust me. This is.
Do y'all want visual aid too?
No, I'm good. I don't need visual aid.
Okay.
I won't say no to it.
Okay, damn. Yes. Okay, so Kat, you get to go. Tell us why Eddie Murphy why Eddie Murphy is the best answer.
Well, besides the fact that Eddie Murphy has already proven he can play an excellent dragon in Mushu from Mulan, he can do a lot of different. Yeah, he's mostly known for comedy, but he has done a couple of serious movies. So I feel like he can bring both aspects to the character and really embody Spyro. That's all I got for the moment.
Okay.
Just wanted to point out that he was Mushu.
Okay. Tonight I'm having waffles. Okay.
He was also Donkey in Shrek. Yes.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Where he, with the dragon.
Yeah. Night Pat. You're next.
That was actually the joke.
Yeah.
Of the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But I just Jim Carrey because I just couldn't think of anyone else that's as animated and stupid enough to actually play someone like Spyro.
Other than Eddie Murphy.
See, Eddie Murphy's not stupid. I said stupid.
Yeah.
I can see him just doing the slapstick, the running around, the jumping, crawling around on all fours, and just being a dumbass. I think that's what you need to get Spyro going. That's it.
Ryan, why I want to know why Daniel Day-Lewis drinks your milkshake.
Daniel Day-Lewis has won 2 Academy Awards for Best Actor, the most prestigious award in the industry. That is an award voted on by your peers. So the other actors in the room, like the Jim Carreys and the Eddie Murphys, they vote for a guy like Daniel Day. The dude's insane. He gets into the headspace of any role he gets into. He does the whole method actor thing. So I did this to be cruel, to be like Daniel Day. You have to pretend to be a dragon during the entire filming because apparently he never breaks character. He was Abraham Lincoln the entire time of filming Lincoln. He was that weird guy he stayed the weird guy in Phantom Thread the entire time. He was telling people every day about their damn milkshake during the filming of Gangs of New York. So yes, I want to see and Daniel Day-Lewis has never made me laugh. That's why I wanted to make him be Spyro. Because Spyro is a character that makes me laugh. I want Daniel Day-Lewis to bring some humor to my life before he decides to retire from acting. And I want to subjugate him to that level of silly, which you have to be silly to be a dragon and to be committed to a dragon for months. Oh, man, I can see it now. Daniel Day-Lewis for Spyro. Let's make it happen, guys.
Okay, guys. So we got Eddie Murphy. We got Axel Foley, the Pet Detective, and Daniel Plainville, and Lincoln, and the creepy guy from Phantom Thread, and the butcher from Gangs of New York.
Yeah. I love
and a fighter in Tiptoes.
And let's not forget Les Miserables.
My Left Foot, his first Oscar. Very sad movie. I've never been able to rewatch it. He's a sad guy.
Yeah, he's a sad man. All right, so I'm gonna go to Galler mode where we actually possibly can see Angie laugh because this is so funny. I want her to laugh so hard. Yeah, this is gonna be funny. Zach, if you can you put some photos up because I want to make sure that Angie laughs at some stuff because I really want to see her laugh. Yes, I want to have this. But anyway, if you can, it'll be awesome. All right, I'm gonna ring this bell and we're gonna have fun, guys. So have fun.
You guys had two awesome picks. I just want to say that. I would be happy with either of them because I love Eddie Murphy has a special place in my heart. I love the man. And Jim Carrey needs to get his act together because he hasn't made a good movie in quite some time. He was terrible in Sonic. Spoiler alert, if the movie just came out, I'm not going to tell you anything else about the movie. Just Jim Carrey wasn't very good in it.
Which movie?
The new Sonic movie. He was Dr.
I haven't seen that yet.
It just came out. It just came out. It's it's not good. I think I like Eddie Murphy too much to make him be Spyro. He's already been a dragon. I don't want to put him.
Which
through
means
that
he's
again.
Perfect.
It's maybe, but it seems like he's
dragon, not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
He's at a point in his career where I think he wants to do more serious roles, even if they're funny. Like Dolomite Is My Name is an excellent film, very funny, but still had serious moments. That I think that's what Eddie wants. And Jim Carrey, his track record makes me think he wouldn't do Spyro good.
Well, I mean, he's already done some serious stuff like Dreamgirls, which he's won awards for.
Dreamgirls is excellent.
I want to see.
He's already done some serious stuff, so he can bring both aspects.
I with your guys' actors, they've done these things before. Jim Carrey's career is being over the top and zany and ridiculous. And Eddie Murphy, funny is his name. He's done those things. I want something new. Spyro from Daniel Day-Lewis would be brand new. The world would not know what to do if Daniel Day-Lewis said, "I'm going to be Spyro."
Exactly. How would the fans, the classic fans of Spyro react to something that is completely different than classic Spyro? They would still
see it. They would bitch and moan on the internet and go see it. That's how they are. They
would rather have Eddie Murphy.
I don't know. The internet isn't as friendly I'm sure the fans would just want the guy who voiced Spyro originally. Like the fans are petty like that. Fans got mad when Harley Quinn was recast in the animated, had a new voice actress in the new animated series. Fans are petty. So I think they wouldn't be happy with any of our choices. Although I think, like I said, I think Eddie Murphy would be hilarious. I don't trust Jim Carrey. It's been too long since he's had a good role. So for me, Eddie Murphy would be doing the same and I would be happy. But with Daniel Day-Lewis, it would be brand new and you would get to have this prestigious actor, this guy who's very serious, spend the next 5 to 6 months of his life as a dragon. Yay.
I'm still going to point out the fact that Eddie Murphy is a fantastic dragon.
I guess I don't want to
He made a great lizard, yes.
I guess I don't want Spyro.
Dragon, not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
I guess I don't want Eddie to do something he's already done before. It seems like he's ready for new paths in his career. Like he's ready to do new things, and that would just be him retreading.
So how do I say this? Spyro is classic. Spyro is the game pretty much everybody knows, everybody loved. It would be the pinnacle, one of the top things of Eddie Murphy's career, I would say, to be Spyro. That would just be, what else can I do besides be Spyro?
Trust me, that's fair. I would pay to see Eddie. I would pay to see. I don't think I'd pay to see Jim, but I would pay to see Eddie, and I would be opening night, that Thursday night showing of Spyro if it was Daniel Day-Lewis. It would add to the humor of it, because you would get these Spyro fans who aren't film buffs, who are just video game guys, who the fuck's Daniel Day-Lewis? I don't know who Daniel Day-Lewis is. This is ridiculous. Get the original voice actor. And then they would go see the movie, and they would fall in love with him, because Daniel Day-Lewis gives 100% every time. He always goes all out for any role. And God, the idea of him on set, I'm a dragon, but I'm a friendly dragon. Rawr, rawr. I'm a friendly dragon. Spyro's friendly. He's not like he's not like Smog. So, Knight, do you want to talk about Jim?
I mean, I think we all know enough about Jim. Like, the reason why is we all know Jim.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much about cinema. That's why I thought he'd be so good in it, just because I want to see him rolling around like a jackass, acting like a dragon on screen. Just because we know him for slapstick, and I think that's why he'd be perfect for it, obviously.
And that is time.
All right. Any of you got a question? Because I think I got one.
No.
That.
I do.
Well, what's your question?
It's about the physicality.
I was gonna ask, actually. Well, you can do yours, but I just want to do mine as funny. What? Okay, the physicality of what? We'll do both cards. So physicality. What do you mean?
I mean, given the advanced age of all of these actors, like how exactly do you expect them to get around?
There
like in hunched is like a dragon. I'm just interested.
Right. And also add in, I want you to sound like your character. How would they approach and say how would they approach and say, I'm going to kick your Nork's butt? So I want to know how Eddie Murphy would say, how I'm going to kick Ghastly Gnort's butt. I want to see how Daniel Day-Lewis is going to say, I'm going to kick Ghastly Gnort's butt, and I want to see how Jim Carrey is going to say it. Also, so Kat, so first the physicality and how would he say it?
I missed the last part. Sorry. How would he say what?
How would he say? Oh God, I'm gonna kick your Ghastly Gnort butt, right?
I'm gonna kick Ghastly Gnort's butt. That's the villain in the game. Gnort.
Gnort.
Well, I think by listening to the other people that have played Spyro, he would pull a little bit more of that like lighter tone, like little bit childish tone. While again, bringing it back to Mushu, because Mushu's the dragon, a tiny bit of Mushu in there. As far as the physicality, I think he'd be able to handle it. He is actually, if I'm looking at this correctly, he is almost, Jim Carrey is younger than him by like 2 months. Actually, no, he is the youngest. No, I did that wrong, because Jim Carrey was born in January. Eddie Murphy was born in April. So Eddie Murphy is actually the youngest out of the three. So I think he'd be able to handle the physicality of it very, very well.
Okay. Nightpad.
When it comes to Jim Carrey, I think it'd be more of a mocking tone, more goofy sounding.
Can you give us a sample?
No, I cannot.
Damn it.
When it comes to him, there's really no telling what kind of voice you can get out of him. When it comes to physicality, I think it's be more of a crawling around on his hands and knees. I think that'd be about the best way to handle it.
Okay. Okay. Making fun. And crawling on knees. Crawl. Okay, Ryan, we know you couldn't wait to do this.
So when it comes to physicality, I don't think it's a problem because of their age. Because when you look at Andy Serkis, he's the king of motion capture. He's 55. All these actors are, just a few years older than him. So I don't think that's a problem. But like I said, every film Daniel Day-Lewis is in, he's willing to go that extra mile. So he's going to spend months practicing how to crawl on his hands and knees like a dragon. And Mac, I will try my best if you could just tell me what I need to say again.
I'm going to kick Ghastly Gnort's butt.
I'm going to kick Ghastly Gnort's butt. That's my best Daniel Day-Lewis. I'm not. Phantom. Yeah, like he would have a deeper tone to Spyro, because I'm assuming Spyro's a little bit more grown up in this movie. He's not the kid anymore, so let's have a little bit of a deeper tone. He's still silly, but he's a little bit more grizzled.
Okay, all right.
Woody, Woody.
I don't know. I didn't know they were going to make a Spyro movie.
I didn't either, honestly.
Okay.
I thought we were talking about another video game.
Zach facts.
Eddie Murphy only has 2 serious films to date.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot, but he's got some. It's in there. It's more than nothing.
I mean, I only have my own personal views on it, really.
Johnny got song.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just sing the song. Sorry.
So, why don't you go first, considering you've been putting me and Angie on the hot seat the whole time?
Damn it. Okay. Look, Cat. You said he can play a dragon. He can play. He can play. He can play it serious. It can be funny, which is something interesting. I did like your Mushu line of "I'm a dragon. I don't do that lizard stuff." I did like that. I do like Mushu. Let's see. He's the youngest, which is something interesting. Night Pack, I did like your saying Jim Carrey, you just want to act like a dumbass, which is something interesting. Jim Carrey wasn't. So here's some things against it. You said he wasn't good in the Sonic movie. I wholeheartedly disagree. I thought he was fun in the Sonic movie, but that's my opinion. But you did say he would make fun of it and he would cry, which is something interesting. Okay, Ryan, Academy Award winning actor. Talking about drinking milkshake. I drank your.
I had to make the
milkshake.
joke. I had to make the joke.
Yeah. And that is not from Gangs of New York. That is definitely from my favorite movie. There Will Be Blood.
Oh, my bad.
How dare you? How dare you? That is one of PT's best. Paul Thomas's best movies.
Yep.
Gangs of New York is obviously Martin Scorsese. I do know film, so don't worry. He brings some humor. You just want him to bring some humor, which is something interesting. Pete, there is a good question: how would classic artists deal with this? Which is something interesting. You did give a good answer for the physicality, which is Andy Serkis did do this, and Andy Serkis is old, and this is technically true.
Yep.
And also you did say you did give me a good line of how he would say it, because he does sound like a little bit of Sean Connery. I don't know why. Anyway, all this said, I got Cal. Damn, Night Pack, I gotta eliminate you again. I'm sorry, man. They were.
Poor Night Pack.
They were coming after you like he was. I mean,
100 serious punches. Sorry.
Right. Ryan was coming after you hard when he started. He was coming after you like really, really hard. And so it came down there once again, Ryan and Kat. And while I do like Mushu, my issue with that is if he does play it like Mushu, we are talking about the mouse, and the mouse don't play. And if he does
what?
You said he would play it like Mushu.
Tiny bit like Mushu.
Okay, I give you that.
Tiny bit, but bringing that like kind of childlike essence that is, more Spyro.
I'm look.
Sorry.
This is very, very tough because
he would not play it exactly like Mushu.
Let me explain this to you. On paper, I definitely would give it to Kat for Eddie Murphy, because Eddie Murphy did this before, and I could just literally see Eddie Murphy doing it again.
And he's done a lot of animated things.
Right. But on the other hand, I think you just got to go crazy. You just got to go crazy and just push your shit to this stream. I really do want to see Daniel Day-Lewis do this shit. It just seems just so funny. I just want Daniel Day-Lewis just literally just going crazy, just going ape shit, just talking junk, like just talking shit to Ripto, just burning him. Was like, hey, he said, I'm gonna kick your butt, Ripto. He's like, I'm gonna kick your butt, Ripto. It's like, seriously, and you might get a cuss word in Spyro. You never know. We might get Corey L. Williams Spyro with Daniel Day-Lewis. Rest in peace, Corey. So by a hair, I gotta give it to Ryan.
Oh, cool.
Zach.
Oh no, it's Angie's turn.
Poor Angie.
Sure, throw me in there. But real quick, the chat wanted to say, Frisbee says Jack Black.
Yeah, Jack Black.
Jack
I should
Black
have
would
said.
be awesome.
Jack Black would have been good.
Yeah.
Let's see. In regards to my choice, I'm gonna have to go with Ryan as well. I'm sorry, Kat. Eddie Murphy would be so hilarious.
Yes,
He
but
would.
he would. You don't know what you're getting with Daniel Day-Lewis.
But I also
He could
think that
suck.
Eddie Murphy does a better Mushu.
Yeah.
He also did a
He
really
has
great donkey.
True. But he had his time in the spotlight as a dragon. It is time for somebody else's turn.
Zach, I just want to hear what you got to say.
For the record, I would have gone with Night Pack because he actually answered the question about him actually getting on his hands and knees and moving around.
I countered your point by saying it's not an age thing when it comes to the motion cap. You harped on the age, and I was trying to target that.
And Andy Serkis is somebody who has trained himself for years specifically for it.
And I'm telling you, Daniel Day-Lewis would train himself. He would train himself.
But he does not have the experience.
No,
Right.
but
He does not have the physical experience that Jim Carrey has.
Point.
Also, I hate Mushu. He's very annoying.
I knew it. That's the reason you want us to go first.
Rude.
Rude. Yeah, I know,
At a
right?
disadvantage all damn night, aren't I?
I'm sorry. I find him aggravating.
First you hate country music, then you hate Mushu. Mac picks two questions I know nothing about. Oh,
Somebody put her in the corner.
Well, you're going to the PvP, so don't worry. Dadgummit, Night Pack. Look like you're gonna be out on this round, but guess what? You get judged.
Okay, I'm down.
Right, but it always happened on the first try. First try is tough.
Just remember, Night Pack, I never attacked you.
I heard. Remember
Absolute
I
lie.
attacked you.
Yeah.
All
I didn't
right.
attack you as much as Ryan, okay?
All
We'll go
right.
with
So
that.
you didn't even consider him a threat?
Oh, that's hurt.
I considered Ryan more of a threat because he was more knowledgeable about everything.
Hey, Zach, guess what? Zach? For the first time, you don't have to flip a fucking coin.
I don't.
Oh yeah. So
You get to go first, Ryan. So
I will elect to rebut. So Kat will go first. I'll go second. Kat can ask which one of you got to pick one of your guys.
okay. So you're going second.
Yes.
You're doing what we usually. You doing the easy thing, going second. Okay. So, Kat, who do you want to get the question?
Angie.
I knew you weren't going to pick me. Damn it.
Nope.
You gave us the Spyro question, Mac. We were definitely going to go for Angie.
I see.
Gave us Spyro Final Fantasy. Like, what the hell?
Hey,
I had to Google composers because I don't know any of them by
Same.
name.
Same.
Okay. I got a good question. Sorry, Ryan. It might be going a little bit more towards Kat's likes.
Finally.
But,
It's okay.
it's open-ended.
It's okay.
It is relating to the Sims series.
Yes.
I have a wife who
Finally.
has 2,000 hours in it. I'm good.
My question for you guys is,
well, hold on. You're not giving the answer. You're just giving the question.
yeah, I know. I said my question is,
Mhm.
yeah,
Okay, my bad. Go ahead. Sorry.
Mac, what is wrong with you sometimes?
I don't know. I'm crazy.
Anyways, my question is, if you guys could make a brand new DLC for Sims 4, what would it be?
Oh, God, there's so many ideas. There's so many ideas. Because I'm a part of so many Sims groups, and there's ideas flying all the time of what we would want. I gotta think about this for a minute, because dear God, there's like 50 ideas in my head. Because it's hard, because it's trying to decide between revamping something that technically has already been done and picking something completely new.
You wish you picked me now, damn it.
No, I do not. I love this question. You know what? Me personally, I would love to see a like back in time expansion pack.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. I would love to see a back in time expansion pack because they've done Into the Future, which was great. I loved that expansion pack for Sims 3. They've kind of brought some aliens into it, so bringing back that future as well, but they've never really done a game expansion pack set in the past. Yeah, they had Sims Medieval, but that game was just it wasn't the greatest. If they added a Sims expansion pack where you could time travel to the past, to where you could choose whether you wanted to go to like the old westerns or maybe the 1950s, and actually live in that timeline, I feel like that would just be outstanding, honestly.
Okay. Ryan, I'm sorry.
Okay.
We were supposed to hear your answer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And she just kept going.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. So I want to expand on the careers to add much more to it, because I feel like in a game called The Sims, the limited options are kind of disappointing. It's about living your virtual life, and I'm not a Sims 4 player, but I've watched my wife. The options are super limiting. There's not a lot of variety. So I would want to do that. I would want to add, people, being, you could go a bad route and you could be a burglar. You could be a preacher, some stuff that was in the previous iterations of The Sims that are not in 4. Because that's my wife's biggest complaint. They are lacking things from the previous Sims. So that would be, I would want to expand more careers, more jobs. Give us more jobs. It's The Sims. It's about life. So more jobs.
All right. I'm not going to completely argue with that because you're not wrong. But as far as the burglar goes, you can still be in the crime career. And with the addition of university, they added more careers that we didn't have. They added what did they add? Like the lawyer career, I believe. They added lawyer, they added teacher, and they added different branches to those. And going through university, you can get a jump start as well as bonuses in those careers. So they've definitely been adding those. They've been adding careers. You can own your own vet office. You can own your own retail shop. You can be a freelancer. Like, they've been adding it. Like, The Sims 3 didn't get all of its careers overnight, and neither has Sims 4. That's the main fact. But the one thing we have never really seen is back to the past. Like I said before, yeah, we kind of got it with Medieval, but not as much as I wish they would have. It wasn't a true like simulation per se. It was more of a like story based, and that's not what I wanted. Like I wanted, like I said, bring back kind of the way that Into the Future did it, where you time travel and you can, I mean, I don't even know all the ways that they could do it, but like I said, being able to go back to like the Wild West or something and bring that into it, or the 1950s and be like a housewife or something. There's so many timelines that you could go to. The 1920s, when the suffragettes were fighting for our right to vote, like you could have them be a suffragette. There's just so many different options with that, beyond just adding more careers.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry, I keep going off on a tangent because it's my favorite question ever.
Yeah. So while all those things sound interesting, it sounds just like me, like just reskinning of other things where you add these careers. It sounds like there's a lot of white collar jobs within The Sims, not a lot of blue collar jobs. You could easily expand it to technical schools, let people be electricians, let people be plumbers. There's so many wacky potential with the careers options, like expanding it, because then you interact with your other Sims. You know, you're a pizza delivery guy. Oh no, this person doesn't have any money. I don't know all the careers they already have, so yes, I'm sure I've said something wrong. But the core of my argument is let's expand it on something. It's about recreating real life, and it's very narrow in what you can recreate outside of the home. Like a lot of the shenanigans happen within the home. It's not really, like I said, like I've watched her play, and to me, I don't understand it because it's like I wouldn't want to. You're not doing anything. You expand the careers, you get to do more things, you get more fun out of it, and I think there's a better way to fine tune it with more careers versus time jumping, because you're going away from the sim experience of simulating current life. You're trying to go back in time, which if that's the case, I'll just play a game better suited in that time frame, and that's it for me.
And I'm not gonna lie, they don't have. What was that for?
We only get the that's it. We only get the
because I had so much more to point out that was wrong about that.
Max should bring you back for a whole episode about The Sims.
Yes, we should. I don't know why we haven't, because I had so much to point out about that.
Well, that's because we don't.
I know. I'm sorry.
We hate The Sims, and I haven't played it.
Well, you know what? We haven't played Final Fantasy.
Well,
no, you haven't played Final Fantasy.
You haven't played Final
Fantasy. Nightpack. Did he play Final Fantasy?
He hasn't finished his.
Oh,
but he's played it. No. You're alone on this island.
I am alone. So yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, this time I'm gonna go with Zach. You fucker.
I mean, I liked Ryan's answer just because it was more definite. I didn't quite understand what Kat was talking about. There's just with all the system stuff, like what? I haven't played The Sims since 1.
Damn.
And I didn't like it.
It's not a game for everybody. I will admit that it's not a game for everybody.
I mean, I prefer SimCity. That's more my speed. So.
All right, Angie, you gave the question.
Honestly, I would prefer to see Kat's more than Ryan's. Like Ryan made some good points about like trying to get different careers, but I mean they have a lot of these careers already. It's just one of the bigger problems is that some of these careers you can't go and actually work at like you can with like doctor and scientist.
Wait, what?
They just go away for the day. Wait. Yeah, they just go away.
They did that kind of for The Sims 3 as well. Like, in The Sims 3, you traveled to the work site and then it disappeared for the like 7-8 Sims hours. Mm-hmm. But all that Sims 4 did was cut out that travel time, which could potentially make you late for work.
Mm-hmm. But seeing as I'm looking at it as more they are going to be adding more eventually to where you can go and visit, but they do have all these other careers that you can do. And they haven't actually made like a Back to the Past pack really. Like they do have like all this futuristic stuff and everything. So that's why I vote for Back to the Past.
Okay.
Thank you,
y'all.
It's on you, Mac. It's on you.
Thank you for fucking me, guys.
Jesus, Mac.
Yeah, I mean, they just literally forced it back on me. I wish y'all chose too. Wish Angie would have picked Cat so we could end this. Now I gotta
She
go.
did pick me.
No, she didn't. Oh no.
Yes, I did. God, Mac, you don't listen.
Zach didn't pick me.
No,
Like the past couple matches, you haven't actually listened.
Well, yeah, that is true. So here's it is. Here are the written. It's back to the past. You go back to the past.
The ability to be able to go to school.
Oh, shoot. Dane. Yeah, she made a good point.
You can go to school with university.
But you can't go to like the actual classes.
I was gonna say, is this going to school or going to school? Because now I'm learning that there's jobs that aren't actually jobs.
Yeah, it's pretty boring to watch that. It's pretty boring to watch.
There's a gardening career. I was gonna point that out, but I didn't have time. Like there are blue collar jobs in this game.
Yeah, but are they actually jobs? Do you actually do something?
Yes, with the gardening career, with the flower arrangements career, those are ones that you actually work from home.
Okay.
But let's hear what Mac has to say.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, it's okay. So here's the thing. Thing against it is it really is basically you going back in the past, which is interesting. And the way you talked about it was interesting, but there were some things against it where you're going back and doing basically jobs. To me, in all honesty, the way you made it, and like I said, I don't play Sims, but I'm going by what I heard. The way you're making it sound like y'all are both saying the same thing, like, oh, let's go back to the past where you can do things that you couldn't do at his job. And that's the way I saw it. But on the other hand, Ryan did say something interesting. He said, let's go to Ryan. He said expand upon it. You can break and enter or be a pastor. Personally, I don't know why you just don't play for BNA, just play GTA. You can do that all the time, but I digress. The things against it, they already added more jobs, which is something, and then she did argue that, and Angie did expand upon that. Now, here's my issue. While Kat was arguing about going back in the past, once again, I feel like Kat was arguing. This is why. This is why I'm gonna go with Ryan. The reason why it goes back to the original thing.
I'm gonna kill you, Mac.
I know you are. And I gotta go to RTX with you, and you're probably gonna scuff me with a pillow. Remember this, Mac? This is what you did. You didn't pick me, damn it. So I know you're gonna scuff me with a pillow, but I'll live. Look. Here's the reason. I think with Cats, when she argued, like when you say go back into the past and do things like, oh, you could be a housewife or something.
Am I allowed to point out something real quick?
Go ahead.
Her question was about what expansion pack you would like to see.
I agree, and you're going back into the past,
which is an expansion pack.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm fighting for this. Okay, The Sims is my life.
Look. I'm sorry, I have not played The Sims, but going by the arguments, when you made it sound like I'm just doing a job, and I'm like, that's what he's arguing. And
I'm gonna say it flat out. It sounds insane that you want to play a game where you're a 1950s housewife and have to do chores.
Yeah,
that was just one idea.
I know, but that's
because
what
I mean, you can do that in The Sims anyway. It's a life simulation.
But it's the first.
That's the whole point.
It's not what you didn't say; it's what you did say.
Yeah.
So that's all we know.
Let's not. Also, like going back to when the suffragettes and being able to fight for our right to vote. That's another thing that could add in there.
Also, not a fun thing. That sounds awful.
For women, who is a lot of The Sims players, it could be.
Let's hear what Nightpack has to say, because I'm curious. He's been quiet.
Yeah. What Nightpack has to say, because we're both. Oh man,
this is just a nice big kettle of fish I've been tossed into. I mean, honestly, I don't care for The Sims.
Thank you, Nightpack.
Like, I don't see the point in going, wow, let me play a game where I'm gonna go do some dishes when I could just go do my dishes.
I'm gonna say that to my wife. She's gonna pop me in the face, but
Yeah,
damn, that's
she
funny.
will.
What it is.
Because
It's
you
me
already
doing
do
the
dishes
chores
at the same
You're
I
just
don't
doing
want to
it.
do.
I don't want to do chores in a game. I agree with you, Nate.
Why
Can
would
we
I
not
wanna
remember that they've
just-
already added a laundry stuff pack?
Yeah, they have a laundry pack. They add jobs every
Like,
DLC.
Come on, guys.
Why would I want to play a game where I'm doing a job when I want to go to work in the first place?
Yeah, I'm an electrician
Because
already.
that's the whole point of the game.
I don't want to go home and just wire up a receptacle. Why?
You were
It's fun, and this game lets you explore careers and other things that you cannot do in real life.
Like
you can have a
folding
job
laundry?
and a house.
I go under a house for a living. I don't want to go back into the game where I'm going back under that damn house. Anyway,
Or
not
folding
that.
my
Sorry.
clothes. I mean, I won't lie. I heard Sims and I zoned out.
Yeah. I'm sorry that you're trying to
In or out?
pitch. You're trying
In or
to
out?
pitch this game is good to collectively people who do not think the concept is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't think it's interesting. It's that I think it's a terrible idea.
Agreed. Yeah.
Just going to
It's-
point out the fact again that her question was, what expansion pack do you think they should add? And I'm just going to say it.
I mean,
Brian's wasn't an expansion
If
pack.
I had to pick, based on expansion packs, it would have to be going back in time. At least it might make the game interesting.
Okay. There we
Thank
go.
you.
I mean, I don't see you making it any worse.
She didn't bring it up in her original argument, though. That's the
Yeah.
These arguments are about what you don't say.
I want to talk
that's-
to your wife. I want to hear
Talk
her
to my
side.
wife. She'll tell you the game's terrible too.
No, I meant Ryan's wife because she actually plays The Sims.
I'm also gonna say it.
My answer was pulled from her. That's why
Okay.
I literally, the reason I was quiet
And
when
I'm-
you were
I'm-
talking was I was asking her, what do you want from the Sims?
And I'm not gonna lie. I don't disagree with you. They do need to add more careers. But the
Or
whole question
gameplay.
was expansion pack. And they've
Okay.
added a get to work expansion pack. They've
I
already
mean,
added a careers expansion pack.
All
They
I'm
could
looking-
literally just call it getting to work too, Electric Boogaloo.
They could. They really could.
I mean, they could just call it what it is. Give me your money and kill some time.
Yeah.
There's a mobile version. That's all you need. Right there.
I mean, there's clothes in my room if you want to fold those instead. Same game.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
I guess we're both tied. Damn it.
Are we?
Yeah, we are. We're tied because it's me. Yeah, because we both tied because I picked me and Zach picked Ryan, and Night Pack and Angie picked.
Well, then
Yeah.
what's chat say?
All right,
Yeah.
so
Cat left the building probably.
Let's
Yeah.
see. No, Frisbee says wife loves Sims. They have like 30 expansion packs on their PC.
I don't understand
There's
the low
many.
level
There's so
Sims.
many.
all right, we'll leave-
Twin Moon says Jurassic Park would be fun.
Ooh.
There is
That would've
one.
been fun.
Jurassic World Evolution.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not
For the
really
Sims!
Sims.
Oh.
There is one.
But again,
Jurassic
that could
World
be a part
Evolution.
of going to the past, going back to Dino.
hold
Dino
on.
Crisis.
Let me ask roommate who has been involved in the conversation in the
Yes.
Yes. Let's do that. Let's do that.
The
We
roommate couldn't
do.
have heard
Tell her
our
how bad it
arguments.
to decide because it is a tiebreaker.
She had her headphones on the whole time.
Between the two DLCs, would you rather have Back to the Past or what was
More
it?
jobs.
More jobs.
More jobs.
I mean, you know my answer to that.
But you need to say it.
Back to the Past.
Yes.
Fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
no
okay.
debate.
Thank you.
Because one's an actual expansion and one's an actual expansion.
Coming from like
already
someone
exists.
who
Do I mean
I was gonna say she
this
was
is
like
why
over
we don't
like thousands of hours on this game.
this is
I
why we
cannot
Poor
lose a
thing.
question about The Sims. I'm sorry.
we don't do this.
I feel we got bullied into this. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Because I didn't.
My only defense of the roommate is she only heard the title. She didn't hear the arguments. That's all I'm saying. But if
No, she heard the arguments.
your headphones are on.
I got speakers.
Oh.
And she could also be watching the stream.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
all
Yeah,
right.
true.
Well, then cat's the wiener.
And we're describing a game. I'm just saying that only
Yeah, we
that
also
we don't like. So
Exactly,
it's hard to even
like-
care.
exactly like I have to give y'all credit for that. Is literally it's just me and Angie that care about this game.
If you want to call it that.
It is a game night pack. I'll
Uh-huh.
fight you on that.
Frisbee in the chat says that my wife and I feel that Back to the Past would be better.
Chat's
I
agreeing
mean,
with
yes,
me.
it would make it a game. You guys have something to do besides.
Somebody else said something.
Yeah, Mac, I'm not gonna.
All right, cat's the wiener. Let's do our closeout. It's
All right. All right, so Cat won.
Fought hard for that one.
Skin or for
Musical
teeth?
parts would be cool.
I wasn't gonna lose a question about The Sims.
She was gonna fight us
That
all
was
night.
one of the first video games that I seriously
No, you were
started
gonna
How do you
playing.
get bullied
Other
into The
than
Sims?
Need for
I
Speed.
feel like if we didn't let Cat win that, we were not gonna let. She was not gonna let us get out.
Nope. I never would have let you live that down.
Yeah, I
I'm already gonna give you shit for the next 6 months over not picking me, Mac.
Look.
All
I'm
right.
let me be honest here. And
I
I'm gonna
love
say
that
this.
you've completely written me off at this point. 'Cause that's-
Well, I couldn't. No, I expect you to just go against me.
I don't
You know,
give a-
I expect that from you. So no hard feelings.
Look, I don't give a fuck about The Sims. I just picked what I thought. Okay, damn it, damn. Okay, so let's go ahead and
I'm
go.
not impartial. So
Yeah. I thought it was a boring game. Anyway,
it was boring, and it is.
it is. So Kat, you won. Yay. I don't know how you're. So Ryan, there's a good chance she might be in basic training, so you might have to take her spot.
Okay.
Yeah, so you might win by default.
I mean, I
anyway.
did give her opening point by winning the Final Fantasy argument.
You did.
True. All right.
What do you mean winning it? You're the only one that had an argument.
That's true.
But I only got my point because I used the monkey's claw or whatever it was.
Well, guys, in the future episodes, you will probably have Angie literally doing an episode of The Sims, and me and Zach are.
Better be a part of that, Angie.
Yes.
I'm not.
Nor-
I'm gonna be upset.
Me nor Zach will be a part of that episode. We're probably going to be.
no, I will be.
No, I don't give a fuck about that.
I think Zach would rather just be moderator for that episode.
Oh no,
Honestly-
I just won't show up.
Me neither.
I think
Or
I
that.
prefer modding over computer.
I would rather.
I can find fighters from our Sims groups.
I would rather.
I would like to be the mock.
I would rather eat soap. Wow, that's bad. Okay, they got quiet when I said that.
What
Soap.
kind of soap?
Yeah, the worst thing is the first thing I thought.
Like bar soap? Like if you're drinking it, that's a problem. But like a bite out of bar soap, not so bad.
Either way, it's gonna give you a
Hand soap. No, hand soap.
Oh
no,
yeah, but if you're
what-
chugging
talking-
straight hand soap, that's a problem.
Are we talking bar hand soap or?
Guys,
No. Ivory
All right,
soap.
we gotta get going.
Yeah, we
it's
gotta
been
get
2
going.
hours.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, guys. All right, guys.
Cool.
But yeah, Kat gives your plugs, and then Ryan, and then Nightpat.
All
I
right,
have no
guys.
plugs.
Well, I'm They Call Me Cat. You can find me on Twitch at They Call Me Cat. You can also find me on Twitter at They_Call Me Cat. I'm also on Instagram at They Call Me Cat 94. And if you feel like following my TikTok, it is They Call Me Cat Prime.
I feel like they call her cat.
They do. They do a lot.
Ryan.
You can catch me on Twitter talking politics. So if you don't like politics, don't follow me right now. Frankly, don't follow me till the election's over. At Ryan Film Lover. Not a whole lot to plug. Me and Tom do the Duncan Zed show every week on movies, and then once a month it's a political episode we do. I'm in the middle of I'm starting in film school right now, so that's fun.
Now, so you do binge watch.
And well, I was gonna leave that for you or Angie, bud.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
I felt like I already said a lot.
Angie yeah, okay, got it, Angie. All All right, so Night Pat.
I have no plugs.
Okay, no plugs for Night Pat. Okay,
I don't plug me.
All right, so he does. He is going to be doing After Grudge probably soon.
Go watch Angel, I guess. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah,
Does that count?
that actually does count. All right, so yeah, Angie, what?
Which, if you wanted, I would.
Well, as you guys know, I am Angelic Sin. I help out around with the Game Fixers on a bunch of different shows. We have Binge Watched, which is also fun. We have GF15, which we just did an episode on a couple days ago, which is pretty cool.
Which we missed you on.
I know. Sorry, my PC was being a butthead. But
Dude,
As always.
I feel that.
And well, you can check me out on YouTube. It is the same as my gamer tag right there in this corner of the screen, wherever I'm at somewhere. You can also find me on Mixer and Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and also on TikTok. And you can also go check out my merch at spreadshirt.com/AngelicSin.
All right. And
So, random question. Is this allowed on Mixer? Can you like stream a movie between a few people and just criticize it?
No.
no,
Oh, okay.
Zach, what you got to plug? Okay, now it's the enemy. Now, Zach, what you got to plug me?
Oh, I don't got anything right now.
You really don't?
No, I'm updating GOG Galaxy right now.
Ah, gotcha. All right, guys. I want to thank y'all for coming in. I'm Matt Poole. If you don't know me, I'm Matt Poole, aka the Game Fixer. I am co-owner of the Game Fixers Network. Come follow us, people. We are little. I don't know what happened. We dropped back from we were at 2,000. Now we're at 1,099. We'll be back at 2K. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I want to thank y'all for coming in. Also, make sure you go watch these shows. Binge watch, GF15, GF1 podcast. Come and sing, people. Me and Zach going to be doing that next. I think this weekend, right? We're
I don't know you have the schedule.
Oh, yeah, we got to look at the schedule. I think it's this weekend. Anyway, also, I didn't tell Angie this because she's probably going to strangle me if she comes to RKX. I'm probably going to get killed by. I have this feeling when I go to
push off.
I go to Alston, I'm going to get killed. So if I don't get killed, I am going to be doing another show called Seven Times, which is me talking about a film I watched 7 times. And I'm going to get somebody to, the first episode, I'm probably just going to be me, but they're going to be somebody, and I'll probably get somebody every day defending that movie and tell me why is it good. And I'm going to tell them why that film is good or bad, or while I'm talking about it, the word is good. So I'll try to get some guests on there and we'll try to discuss that. But look for that, people. Angie's probably going to edit it. She's going to kill me. So that's all I had to say, people. Guys, thank you for coming to watch Gamer Grudge. This is our last episode in February. We hope, Kat, we're sorry you got to probably leave at the end of the month. We wish you luck with your training. I know it sucked because I did JRTC. But guys, this is the last episode of Gamer Grudge for February. We'll see you on the 1st of March, right? Or the 2nd of March. We will see you on March 2nd with our next episode of Gamer Grudge. Bye-bye. Bye.
Talk to you later.
And the puppies are back.
All right.
Are we no longer live?
No, we're still live.